Good morning and welcome to another day of science. Today is Wednesday, November 4th. Here we are at the Wednesday walkthrough video. You'll notice the Wednesday folder is here. 3 things to complete today. Watch the Wednesday walkthrough video. Read the page titled Oceanic versus Continental Crust and then complete the assignment titled Crust Venn Diagram. Your learning target: I can create a Venn diagram comparing and contrasting oceanic and continental crust. Your performance task explains what will go on in the assignment a little bit. I can make a Venn diagram in Google Drawings. That's what I'll show you how to do today in a little bit. And success criteria: I will be successful when I have made a Venn diagram listing at least 4 differences and 2 similarities between oceanic and continental crust. So let's jump into the Wednesday folder and take a look. The walkthrough video will be up here, obviously. Here's the page that you need to start out with, or after you watch the walkthrough video, Oceanic versus Continental Crust. Just a pretty short page for today. Yesterday we covered the layers of the Earth. Today we're going to focus specifically on the crust and the differences between and similarities between oceanic and continental crust. Use the information below to help you create your Venn diagram, and again that's explained more in the assignment page here in just a second. But there's 2 things you need to do. There's a link to read, so it says open the link below and read about the differences between the 2 types of crust. So I'm going to click this link and open it up, and it'll pop open here in just a second. But I'll see there's just a few short paragraphs where we're talking about 4 or 5 paragraphs of reading. Not too bad at all. So make sure you read that information, and I would keep this tab open as well because you'll need to refer back to it when you're working on your Venn diagram. So read through it and keep that tab open. And then there's also a video below to watch about oceanic versus continental crust. That should play right in here. So take just a short video, 3 minutes, but take 3 minutes and watch that video on the 2 different types of crust. And then, once you were done with that, go back to the Wednesday folder, and we're going to open up this crust Venn diagram assignment. Let's take a look at this. It says, use the information from the article and video to make a Venn diagram that covers the similarities and differences between the 2 types of crust. Your Venn diagram should have at least 4 differences and 2 similarities between the 2 types of crust. Make sure you submit the assignment when you are finished. So I've even embedded a Google Doc here for you. It's a Google Drawing, I should say. But when you click on this, it'll open up in a new tab, and it will give you your own Google Drawing to work on. A Venn diagram, I'm sure most of you guys have done a Venn diagram at some point along the line in your lives, in your school career. But just a refresher, you have 2 circles, one for continental crust, one for oceanic crust. Things that are specifically about oceanic crust, you will put in this circle. Things that are specifically about continental crust will go in this circle. Things that are specifically about oceanic crust go in this circle. And things that are they have in common or similarities go in the middle where the circles are overlapping. To add stuff to your Venn diagram, you'll just click the text box button, and you can just click in a circle, and now you're typing. Continental crust has blah blah blah. You can shrink that down so it doesn't go, way over into the other circles where we don't want it. And you can move these text boxes around so you can fit everything in there, just like that. And so I put in my continental crust information, then I put in my oceanic crust information. Very interesting information here that I'm including in my Venn diagram. I know that's very, very, very real. And then also any similarities, we'll just put a text box here in the similarities section, or things they have in common. And I can even drag that down. And then anything that they have in common, I'll just type in this box right there. So that is, again, I've created the little template for you for the Venn diagram. It's just up to you to fill it in with all the information that needs to be in there about oceanic and continental crust. So that needs to be worked on and completed today. Make sure you turn it in. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Send those my way. If you have not already, I think we're getting very, very close to everyone having done it. But if you have not already, make sure you go back to the Monday folder. And there's a little slideshow to view in this page and some questions to ask here in the discussion questions. Make sure you finish those. Like I said, we're getting pretty close to having everyone there. Maybe we just need about 5-10 more. So make sure you get those questions turned as well, because that does go for a grade. And then yesterday, obviously, we also had a a little quick check to complete after going through yesterday's lesson. So that is your work for Wednesday. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck. Bobolik out.